We ready, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Let's go ahead and call this regular meeting of the East Peoria City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Decker.
Here.
Hill.
Here.
Mingus.
Here.
Sutherland.
Here.
Mayor Call.
Here.
All present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please rise for the invocation. Remain standing for the pledge.
Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and every day that you give us. Lord, we gather here today at a time when our world feels heavy with change and uncertainty. Yet we are reminded that even in the midst of shifting tides, your promise remains that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Grant us the wisdom to build a city that reflects the hope we wish to see in the world. May we be a community that chooses collaboration over conflict and innovation over fear, knowing that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness does not overcome it. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Hill?
Mr. Mayor, I move you that the City Council of City of East Peoria recess the regular meeting to hold a public hearing.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker.
Aye.
Hill.
Aye.
Mingus.
Aye.
Sutherland.
Aye.
Call.
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried. All right, the public hearing notice in the agenda for 3/16/2026 is in regard to the proposed appropriation ordinance and budget, May 1st, 2026 through April 30th of 2027. With that, Mr. Finance Director Jeff, turn it over to you.
Pick up on the budget where we left off. We did the revenue and the operating and the capital already, all with council, and we've discussed that. What you have in front of you is estimated revenue of $77 million and estimated expense of $79 million. It's a balanced budget. The difference in those two numbers is the remainder of the police department building, which is being paid from bond proceeds. So those aren't being paid out of the current year revenues. So that's the reason you see a difference there. In regards to the appropriation ordinance, as you know, the appropriation ordinance sets the maximum we can spend per line, not what we're anticipating to spend. This year it's at $114 million. Last year was at $134 million. It's a $20 million reduction. Two major things in reducing that this year are street department, about $8 million due to Springfield Road project last year, and then a reduction of $18 million due to the police department, what was in there last year. If anybody from council has any questions, we can address those now.
Yeah. Any questions or comments from the council? No, hearing none. Anyone in the audience? Hearing nothing. Commissioner Hill?
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move you that the City Council of East Peoria adjourn the public hearing and reconvene the regular meeting.
Very good. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker.
Aye.
Hill.
Aye.
Mingus.
Aye.
Sutherland.
Aye.
Mayor Call.
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried. Back into the regular meeting. Motion to approve the minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I move the minutes of the regular meeting held on March 3rd, 2026, and the minutes of the closed meeting executive session held on March 3rd, 2026 be approved as printed.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call.
Commissioner Decker.
Aye.
Hill.
Aye.
Mingus.
Aye.
Sutherland.
Aye.
Mayor Call.
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried. All right, under communication, Roger is with us this evening. I have one proclamation. Whereas Parkinson's disease is a chronic, progressive neurological disease and is the second most common neurodegenerative disease in the United States, estimated to affect approximately 1 million people, and the prevalence will rise to 1.2 million by 2030. And whereas Parkinson's disease is the 14th leading cause of death in the United States according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And it is estimated that the economic burden of Parkinson's disease is at least $52 billion annually, including direct and indirect costs that includes treatment, social security payments, and lost income to both patients and family members. And whereas research suggests the cause of Parkinson's disease is a combination of genetic and environmental factors, but the exact cause and progression of the disease is still unknown, and there's no objective test or biomarker of Parkinson's disease, and there's no cure or drug to slow or halt the progression. And whereas volunteers, researchers, caregivers, and medical professionals are working to improve the quality of life of persons living with Parkinson's disease and their families, and increase research, education, and community support services, such as those provided by the Central Illinois Parkinson's Support Group and other organizations, are needed to find more effective treatments and to provide access to quality care to those living with the disease today. And whereas the state of Illinois and the city of East Peoria recognize the efforts of the Central Illinois Parkinson's Support Group to raise funds and promote awareness to fight Parkinson's disease, thereby improving the quality of life for those living with the disease. And whereas the world, the nation, the state of Illinois, and the city of East Peoria observe Parkinson's Disease Awareness Month in April 2026, along with World Parkinson's Day on April 11th, 2026. Now therefore, I, John P. Call, Mayor of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, in recognition of more than 65 years of indispensable services of the American Parkinson's Disease Association, and to the residents of East Peoria, Illinois, do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Parkinson's Awareness Month and April 11th, 2026 as World Parkinson's Day. And Roger, if you don't mind stepping up, I'm going to pass this off to you and then give you the microphone. I see the Barb's not with us tonight, huh?
It was a little cold and windy, I just didn't.
Well, as always, she's in her prayers and thoughts. So feel free to share your thoughts.
I will. Morgan, I saw your email this afternoon, and you have fantastic language already, so sorry about that. And I'm certainly glad in the first email that Morgan sent me that she told me the meeting was tonight, because you can't hold a meeting on an election.
Yeah.
I figured you guys all wanted to go out and party for St. Patty's Day.
No, I think we're all pretty smart and we stay home.
If you do want to go, I will say, stop at Fat Man Bishop's Bar,
Okay.
down there on 116. That's my wife's cousin.
Oh,
So that bar, I worked with him for years at the Peoria Park District.
okay.
He's got some good food.
Yeah.
Once again, I just want to thank you for bringing this to everyone's attention. We use these in social media and our meetings and other places to get the attention out. Every year, I hope I don't have to do it. Every year, we're in about the same boat. Not much has changed. I did lay on the back table some information. Actually, out in Washington, D.C. today is the APDA and Michael J. Fox's Capitol Hill Day. There's about 300 people out there beating down the doors of the representatives and the senators. And I remember when I did it years ago, back in the 20-teens. It's a hectic day and we have fun. But we're also asking everybody to jump in and contact your representative. So on here is our local representative's information and a quick blurb as to what to say if you email them or call. And as of that, I will thank you.
Well, thank you, Roger, and we'll make sure to, whatever information you left back there, we'll take over to City Hall. That way folks can certainly
Thank you.
pick it up from there. But give Barbara our best, and thank you for being here. Appreciate all that you do, Roger.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, take care. Okay, public comment. Anyone wish to address the council on an agenda item? Please step forward. I'm seeing none. Commissioner Hill, I'll turn it over to you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I move to adopt a consent agenda consisting of items numbered 1 through 9. Item number 1, adoption of resolution number 2526-145, resolution to approve payment of the scheduled bills listed on schedule number 21 in the amount of $3,711,665.97. Item number 2, adoption of resolution number 2526-119. On its second reading, resolution accepting proposal from Fair Graham and Associates LLC for engineering services for Bell Monument Structure for Levy Park Project in Civic Plaza. Item number 3, adoption of resolution number 2526-120. On second reading, resolution authorizing the purchase of 10 new GTAC laptops from Midwest Public Safety Group. Item number 4, adoption of resolution number 2526-121 on second reading, resolution designating city officials authorized for approving joint purchasing agreement with the state of Illinois for the city's annual purchase of roadway salt for maintaining city streets during the winter season. Item number 5, adoption of resolution number 2526-125 on second reading, resolution accepting proposal from Fair Graham Engineering and Environmental for engineering and surveying services for the Center Street Storm Water Ditch Relocation Project. Item number 6, adoption of resolution number 2526-123 on second reading, resolution accepting the proposal from Hare Underground Construction for the cured in-place pipe sewer main lining project in conjunction with the Cedar Street Bridge Reconstruction Project. Item number 7, adoption of resolution number 2526-124 on second reading, resolution accepting the proposal from Concentric Integration for the SCADA upgrade project. Item number 8, adoption of resolution number 2526-126 on second reading, resolution approving purchase and installation of replacement of ESDA tornado siren located at the Paradise Hotel Casino. Item number 9, adoption of resolution number 2526-129 on second reading, resolution approving acceptance of the proposal from Searchie for the purchase of evidentiary laboratory equipment for the new police station, as listed on the agenda for this meeting to be considered by omnibus vote.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I move you that items numbered 1 through 9 listed on the consent agenda be hereby approved and adopted, and items numbered 2 through 9, having been read once by their title and having laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection, be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Okay, I've got a few items tonight, so we'll start at the top. Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4899 hereto attached, annual appropriation ordinance for the city of East Peoria, Illinois, for the fiscal year for the first day of May AD 2026 to the last day of April AD 2027 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Well, as we went into the public meeting, Finance Director.
Public hearing.
Hmm?
Hearing. Public hearing. yeah.
Hearing. Finance Director Becker mentioned, and one of the things I've repeated over the last, I guess it's going on 7 years now, that he said the appropriation's the maximum amount that we can be legally spent. So there's an Illinois law that requires us to have it, have our appropriation in by the first quarter of the fiscal year, which we're well ahead of that, with it being starting in May. So the amount, as he stated, $114,519.
114 million.
$114,519,449.50. And if you want the breakdown, you can get the packet for the information and go through and see
Line by line.
in great detail how that 114.5 million comes in. So that's what we have in front of us, and that's it.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-142, resolution approving to approve the working cash budget for the fiscal year from the first day of May AD 2026 to the last day of April AD 2027 be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Now, this one's a complementary to our first one, and again, this one I've described year after year as the working cash is the maximum amount we may be spent. So, again, we've got to commend our commissioners and our department heads for the process that we've been using the last 7 years. We've, again, come together in what's the best interest of the whole and not the individual departments. And so, again, if you want the complete details, you'll get the information packet for the meeting, and you can see how the I got 79,023,312 as being the working cash budget. And as, again, we did, I think we talked before the meeting started, and there's, a difference of some 34 million, 38 million, difference between the appropriation and the working cash budget.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you, motion carried.
All right, Mr. Mayor, I move you that ordinance number 4900 here to attach an ordinance authorizing a special use for a low-emission incinerator on property located at 1954 East Washington Street in the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois. Be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Okay, petition of Joshua it's Pafko, but Paffman, isn't it? Okay,
Poffman.
Poffman. Oh,
There you
see,
go.
I've been pronouncing Pafko all wrong all these years. For a special use of a pallet burner on the property. And you guys may recall that we've had one other come in front of the city. And I believe it's down on Carver Lane. It's
It
probably
is.
JTAG.
I think it's
Well,
supply chain, I think.
Oh, SC2?
SC2.
Okay. So, yeah, it's down Carver Lane.
Or
go-
G&D, maybe.
go
It's
way
one of the
down
two
there.
back behind,
So
down Carver.
it went to the zoning board. The zoning board voted 5-1 to approve the project with conditions. And that one condition is that Chief Zimmerman, before the incinerator becomes operational, that he does his final checks from a safety perspective and make sure it works as intended. I didn't see the specs on this one, but the previous one was, it's a self-contained unit, and in this particular case, it's going to be used for pallets. The placement on the property, the only difference between this one, the property is long, and this particular property, I don't say long and narrow, but it's long, and there's, the difference being there's residents on the one side of it, and so the incinerator is proposed to be on the corner opposite, closest to the residential neighborhood. So.
And I know he's been working closely with Chief Zimmerman on this, so confident that they'll conform and meet the requirements. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Aye.
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 Aye. Thank you, motion carried. Is what that means, we'll bring it back at the next meeting for a second reading. It'll be on the consent agenda since it was unanimous, but we thank you for being here anyway. You don't feel obligated to stick around for the rest of it. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got at least 10 more.
Might be a long meeting.
Trying. Okay, be it resolved by the council of the city of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-132, resolution accepting proposal from Fairgram and Associates LLC for engineering services for preparing sidewalk easement along Conference Center Drive be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-132 132 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Lewis.
Okay, as the title describes here, the sidewalk easement. So we've got, as everybody on this council will know, we've got the Hampton Inn is nearing completion. So what this is about is the sidewalk and the easement, the engineering work related to the sidewalk to continue from Logan Steakhouse down to
Tractor Drive in front of Logan's, all the way down in front of
the hotel.
where it dumps off in the lot that goes in between Granite City and the hotel, the New Hampton. So they constructed a new sidewalk, Frontier did, that tied in from the embassy all the way up until the entryway into their parking lot,
Right.
the New Hampton. And then we worked with Logan's to get an easement, which they agreed to, so we can continue the sidewalk and connect it up to Tractor Drive. Yep.
And this work is the estimate not to exceed $18,450.
Yep. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, the resolution number 2526-141, resolution accepting proposal from NTEC for upgrade project for audiovisual equipment and shared meeting rooms in the Civic Complex be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-141 be accepted on its first reading, is read by its title, and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
As we've experienced, others may not have, the intention of the audio-visual equipment in the space that we have this meeting, that it turns into a triple room, or can be, is, let's say, hasn't been the greatest from a user experience perspective. And so what we have in front of us tonight, we're going to change up some of the audio-visual equipment. Intech is going to do all the integration and installation work. There's 60/40 cost savings with the library on this improvement. They also share this space. But the city staff has found a TV. Was that replacing the 80-inch one? Or this one was listed as 98.
This is a 85-inch is what we're looking at. So Jeff can speak to it too. He's been part of this. It'll
So
go
yeah, that television
on
would go
up
right here up above
So
where you
we'll be
guys are
staring
sitting.
at it.
And then it'll be on a mount that'll drop down for meetings you're going to use it, remote control, and then it'll rise back up, so it's out of the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So
Long overdue, because as it stands today, what we have here is a projector screen that drops on the east side of the room. So unfortunately for Commissioner Hill and Commissioner Decker, you can't see what's on the screen. So this will allow for all of us to be able to view everything.
So the total cost is $45,273.89. City's cost part is $25,110.57. And, you know, if anybody can do simple math, that's not half, but part of it is that we've covered some costs that on this end that's the library's not sharing.
So, right, so these first two rooms are 60/40,
Yep.
and then where the dais is 100% on the city
Okay.
for that portion. And then you'll be able to plug into either of the rooms and do it individually or broadcast all three simultaneously. So it's a lot more sophisticated than our current setup.
So that
we have.
98-inch monitor too, Jeff, explain that.
So yeah, there'll be one right here on this wall next to me here that's larger. That'll service this room where the projector was, and then there'll be another one on the far room
Yep.
in addition to the one up here above council. But then that'll connect all the floor jacks and everything for HDMI wireless connection, and it basically have its own network connected through Cat6 cable that won't be on the city's network or the libraries. It'll be separate, and they can plug into that network and broadcast it through any of these or through the speakers. So it'll be a lot more useful for everybody.
Yeah, and it's going to have video conferencing and streaming, and I know I've been dialed in remote
Yep. And that,
from before. And
we will no
quality of
longer have
that-
the antiquated telephone up here next to your microphone.
Yeah, so that's good. So much needed improvement for the, I don't say the user experience, for all people's experience that come to our meetings and can see the information we're sharing.
Very good.
Yeah.
Any discussion?
Mayor, I'd like to compare this with the police station we are currently building. You know, it's not going to throw stones or anything like that, but, and it was a different time. The city was much more in financial debt when we built this building. It's much more of a struggle to do so, and we're in a better position now when we build the police station. But you can see that the forethought that we've had in the police station, I think, will pay dividends in the future. Things like this, it would have been nice to think of these things ahead of time and do them at that time, so the costs would have been less, and we wouldn't have had to make some of these changes. And that's okay, because there are times you have to do what you have to do to be able to get moving forward. But I've had some complaints from a few people about the amount of money that we're spending on the police station. It's many reasons, but one of those is exactly that, the forethought and thinking of those things that we need. This is a good example of that. So I'm happy to support this tonight. These upgrades are certainly needed.
Yeah.
It is tough to bend
Well,
over and
especially
look
for
at
you
that.
two.
It is nice that we're getting this done. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-134, resolution approving acceptance of proposal from Gimax Landscaping LLC for demolition of structures and removal of debris from city-owned property at 543 Sanford Street be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-134 be accepted on its first reading, is read by its title, and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
This property has been an eyesore,
Hemorrhoid.
an irritant to to all its neighbors. I was shown this at the beginning of my first term,
Yeah.
and it was in rebuilding at that time, and we, the city, had already cleaned that property up one previous time. Horrible looking property, and so after years, the city has foreclosed on this property and now is in control of the property. So the contract that we're looking to approve is clear the property not to exceed $45,000. Now, breakdown on that. Well, one of the things that I'd like to point out, and I think I don't say it's conditional, one of the items for removal of the house. I've told people in my department I'm against tearing down houses if they're not a risk of harm or health. And so this quote includes $11,860. It is a block building with a roof, and it may not be, but the offer out here is $11,860 for demolish the house. The garage has already been determined to be unsafe, so the garage demolition of the garage and clearing $8,762, and then the debris, which is unbelievable, $24,320. So we're going to try to increase an eyesore. And again, I guess it would stop my thought on the demolition of the house.
We'll have to see what it looks
Yeah,
like after
when we-
they clean it out.
I know, based on the ones we've if you demolish it, it'll most likely will never have a house on it. And to me, it's somewhat of an unproductive property. And the neighbor usually adjoining to it buys it for $500, which may be a good thing for them, but I don't think it's always a good thing for housing in the city. So we will evaluate that one. But that's what we have in front of us.
Okay. Any discussion?
I certainly understand what you're saying. I think Commissioner Sutherland's brought up in the past about the difficulties with our current codes of building new houses, and be expensive to do so, and might be difficult for someone to make that decision down there. So I agree. If we can hold on to the houses, we certainly would try.
Yeah. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
I'll just warn the council, I have 7 related, benefits-related
It's that
items.
time of year,
Yep,
Commissioner.
it's that time of year. Every year at this time, the Insurance and Benefits Committee is reviewing and making recommendations, and that's what we have. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-143, resolution regarding contracts for preferred physician and hospital PHO networks for the city's group health insurance plan be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-143 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Yeah, I'm going to try to simplify all these as much as can. If you want any great detail or questions, we can ask 2 participants in the meeting today or defer those questions to City Hall and see members on the Insurance and Benefits Committee. So this one there were some changes that went from, we went at the end of 2025, physician in the hospital network was terminated. And there's 3 names that came in. We went from Carl Health Physician Partner to Unity Point. Then Consociate Health stepped in and assumed the Consociate Health Plus. So what this boils down to, the committee is recommending a 3-year contract with both the Aetna Signature PHO network and the Consociate Health Plus PHO network as the best contractual arrangement for the city, or the plan, city employees, and the retirees. There's more detail in the packet if you want to dive into that, but that's the recommendation coming out of the Insurance and Benefits Committee. And there's a lot of work that went into that.
A lot of work.
You can see some of it summarized in the packet.
Obviously, with Carl's announcement, kind of forced their hand to do something, and that's what they've done. They put a lot of thought and effort into this, and all the way down to the wire. I'd say myself, you just had a meeting, I think Thursday was their final meeting to get all this wrapped up so we can have it in front of us tonight. Any discussion on this item? Hearing none. Roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Okay, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-146, resolution approving contracts for the third-party administrator, insurance broker, and pharmacy benefits manager for the city's group health insurance plan be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-146 be accepted on its first reading as read by the title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
All right.
Real quick, Commissioner, I'd just like to point out for the record, these are 3-year contracts on the third-party administrator, the first item. I don't know that we mentioned that.
I
and this
think I
one will
did
be-
say that.
Okay,
on the first
maybe you
one.
did.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
Okay. And here on this one, there was 3 different, let's say, roles that I read in the description that has to do with the the third-party administrator being consociate, the insurance broker, PBM was Optimum. So the resolution here has a 3-year contract with Consociate for the third-party administrator services for the city's group health care. Approves the 3-year contract with Hub International and Decatur, Illinois as the city's broker for the plan. And approves a 1-year extension of the client agreement with RX Benefits for the administration of the prescription drug benefits portion of the city's plan through the new PBM for the plan that's Optum. Optum. So that's what this one is.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call?
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-140, resolution regarding reinsurance carrier for the city's group health insurance plan for the 2026-2027 plan year be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-140 be accepted on its first reading as read by the title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Okay, the committee, I believe, let me check. Yeah, one of the details I was going to bring out, even though this went out for, I would call it for bid, the city's current reinsurance was the only one that decided to bid on it. The committee is recommending approval of renewal for the specific reinsurance contract with Reunion Health Services, Inc. for the upcoming plan year. And they also recommended specific deductible will remain at $110,000 for upcoming plan year. So that's what's included in this resolution.
And it's reflective of about a 8.7% from the current rates, effective May 1st of 2026 on the reinsurance.
Yep.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-138, resolution regarding employee contribution rates for the city's group health insurance plan for the 2026-27 plan year be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-138 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
This one may be, I'll say, less popular, and that's because what I'm about to say is, the insurance committee reviews the plan every year, and unfortunately, the city's plan experienced an increase in usage in the past year, which then can affect and did in this particular place. The overall plans are expected to increase on the order of 11.1% in the coming year, and this affects the contribution rates by employees. 5.3 for single coverage, up to 13.9 for employee and spouse, and then the family coverage is seeing an increase of 11.8. So if you, in the packet, there's individual price amounts for each of those plans. For the PPO plan, the high deductible plan, so I'd refer you to those for those details.
Yeah, overall, it's about an average of about 11.1% increase over year prior. And I will say the prior 2 years in a row, we got lucky and actually saw a reduction. So unfortunately, this year we see an increase. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-147, resolution regarding revisions and updates to the city's group health insurance plan for the 2026-2027 plan year be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-147 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
As part of this annual process, one of the things that is done is that the health plan or the details related to the plan are reviewed. And so the committee is recommending some revisions that are driven by legislative requirements for municipal self-funded health plans in Illinois. So some of these updates are driven by that. And so these plans, changes have been unanimously approved by the Insurance and Benefits Committee, and that's what is in front of us tonight, the updates to the plan verbiage.
I know you were kind in your remarks saying some of the changes, the majority of the changes are driven by Springfield.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll leave that
I
right
did throw
there.
the sum, and that
Yeah.
was my addition.
Yeah, no problem. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-139, resolution regarding the City of East Peoria Insurance and Benefits Committee membership and updated guidelines be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-139 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Yeah, also going along with, with updates, again, the Insurance and Benefits Committee looked at the membership and some of how their current practices were being done. And the current information or current guidelines were somewhat out of date. So what we have in front of us is the updates to correct the members of that committee as well as the practices that they're using.
Yeah, the makeup of the committee, and then they have a set of bylaws that they abide by. So these are the changes. For those that haven't been here as long as Commissioner Decker and I have, we used to have our own telecommunicators, and they were union members, and they used to have representatives that served on that committee as well. And as we've seen those changes with the consolidation, those employees are no longer part of the city. So, and then we've obviously restructured some of the departments through the years. So this is just an update. I don't think it's been updated in 11 or 12 years, if not longer. So, yeah. But everyone seemed to be on the same page with the recommendation, bringing it forward. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-130, resolution regarding renewal of group term life insurance policy for the city employees be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-130 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Again, one more item to be reviewed, that's group term life insurance. And the decision is, we've got a renewal from Standard Insurance Company. That was not there's a 1-year renewal of the city's group term life insurance through Standard Insurance Company. So I believe it was offered at no cost, no different cost.
No changes.
No
to the
changes,
benefit.
yeah. And it's the typical city employee's death benefit, $25,000, and spouse, I think it's, $5,000. And part of this, they're going to offer additional life insurance products that the employees can purchase. Right? Correct? Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So that's what we've got. A 1-year renewal from Standard Life Insurance with no changes in the plan.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
One more for me. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-135, resolution accepting and approving the proposal from Hart Technologies, Inc. for the city Public Works IT Network Switch Upgrade Project be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-135 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Okay, this one's easier than those insurance ones. So what we have here is computer equipment ages, needs to be replaced. Switches as part of our networking, switches are part of our network. So the related gear is $27,421.35 for 4 different switches that we need to upgrade and replace.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting, aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, that completes it for me tonight.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. That was a mouthful. Commissioner Decker.
I have one item, Mayor. Resolution number 2526-144, Whereas Tazewell County, the county annually provides a grant, it's called the grant, to help fund the curbside recycling program operated by the city. And whereas the county has offered to provide the grant, the amount of $50,000 for 2026. And whereas the grant will be distributed under the terms of the intergovernmental agreement between the city and the county. Now therefore be resolved by the council of the city of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, that the mayor is hereby authorized and directed to execute an intergovernmental agreement between the city and the county under such terms and conditions as mayor in his discretion deems appropriate, providing for the distribution of curbside recycling grant in the amount of $50,000 from the county to the city. Mr. Mayor, I move you that the resolution number 2526-144 be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mangus.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. This is something we do every year, and although it doesn't totally offset the expenses of holding a curbside recycling program, it is nice, and it helps us defray some of those costs. You know, it is a misconception at times that we make money on recycling. I'm not going to say there aren't times where we have received money in larger amounts at times, but for the most part, it is what I tell people is it is a lesser expensive option than just throwing things away, because we do in bulk receive money back for those items that can be recycled, and it's certainly much better if we can waste not and reuse what we can.
Good points, and I always appreciate the county's willingness to provide this grant. This has been a long-standing partnership.
It is.
We appreciate their generosity and being a good partner on that. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
That is all I have,
All
Mayor.
right, thank you, Commissioner Decker. Commissioner Sutherland.
Mr. Mayor, I have 3 things tonight.
Okay.
Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that Resolution Number 2526-122, hereto attached, a resolution authorizing the purchase of a new 2026 Caterpillar 420XE backhoe loader from Altorfer, Inc. for the city's water department be hereby approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-122, having been read once by its title and having laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection, be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
This has to do with the backhoe that we're going to purchase. We're not going to get rid of the old backhoe. We're not going to trade it in. It's going to go down to the sewer treatment plant instead of shuffling tractors around. It's still got some life left, and there's not a lot of usage down at the sewer treatment plant to be able to afford a new one down there. So we'll use this old one until its bones are white.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you, motion carried.
My second item tonight, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-136, resolution authorizing and directing the payment of invoice from Hare Underground Construction for additional emergency repairs of sewer main located behind 500 Centennial Drive in the amount of $38,297.50 be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-136 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus.
Yeah, this right here, we have some sewer main problems up by ICC off Centennial, and we've repaired one of them, and this is the second one that we had to repair. It would have been a much cheaper repair, but you had to be a billy goat to go down the hill and back up again. It was a very, very steep hill that this was in, and it was right in the waterway of the hill. So that was the erosion of the waterway that caused the problem, plus the age of the pipe. It was clay pipe that was in there, and like I've said 100 times before, clay pipe had a life expectancy of 25 years, and they quit making clay pipe in 1972. So
what's that tell you? Aged infrastructure. And I think people underestimate the topography here in East Peoria and the challenges that we have, especially in water and sewer, when it comes to a lot of that stuff.
Well, I went down to inspect it, and they didn't think the old man could get back out of there, but
Proved
I did.
them wrong. You're here to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Well, yeah, and I'm here to brag about it too. So,
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
My last item tonight, be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, that resolution number 2526-133, resolution authorizing the purchase of water main pipe and related materials needed for the Arnold Road water main replacement project be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-133 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
I don't know if you guys remember that during COVID, we had a hell of a time getting pipe and we had a hell of a time getting valves and brass fittings for residential houses for the water. And so I think I decided that we're going to buy a bunch of pipe, a bunch of fire hydrants, a bunch of valves, and we'll probably use all these up on Arnold Road. The state has stepped in and said that 6-inch pipe is no longer acceptable. And so in most areas, when we take out a 6-inch pipe, we have to put in 8-inch pipe. So the stuff that we have, even if we put a new fire hydrant in 4 or 5 years ago, that doesn't mean that it's going to do us any good. And so the guys may pull it out of the ground and try to save it if it's fairly new, but there's not a lot of new ones up there. So we're going to get on this job as soon as we're done with the lead water, lead pipe inspections for the state to get a number of how many we have in the town. And as soon as we get that down in print and send it off to the state, then we're going to turn our attention to Arnold Road, of which has been getting a lot of our attention lately with all the water main breaks we've been having. And I think that they designed this a little bit better than what it was before, to where we can isolate and not shut down blocks and blocks of neighborhoods with a leak. We can zone it out to where we take a few houses out. Now watch me eat my words, but that's what the goal is.
Very good. And your point about the lead water service lines, that inventory is due by April 15th, and according to CORD, we're going to meet that in plenty of time. So, any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
I'm done, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner Sutherland. Commissioner Mingus.
2 items tonight, Your Honor. First item, resolution number 2526-131. Whereas Article 7 of the Illinois Pension Code establishes the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund, and the City of East Peoria participates in IMRF regarding those employees who are not participating in other pension systems. And whereas pursuant to Section 7-135 of the Illinois Pension Code, the corporate authorities of the city shall appoint by resolution an authorized agent in relation to the city's participation in IMRF. And whereas with the recent resignation of the City Hall's HR director, effective later this month of March 2026, City Council seeks to appoint a replacement IMRF authorized agent. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Tazewell County, Illinois, that Section 1, Human Resources Generalist Megan Lanning is hereby appointed as the authorized agent to represent the City of East Peoria regarding the city's participation in IMRF and to perform all duties and powers as provided under Section 7-135 of the Pension Code on behalf of the city. Section 2, the city clerk is hereby authorized and directed to certify the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund notice of appointment of authorized agent Human Resources Generalist Megan Lanning as the city's IMRF authorized agent. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-131 be adopted as presented.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. This is exactly as I read it. We had a resignation of our HR director, and we need to have somebody certified through IMRF to do the work according to the pension code, and Megan Lanning is going to be that person.
Very good. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
Second item tonight, Your Honor, Resolution 2526-137. Be it resolved by the Council of the City of East Peoria, Illinois, the resolution number 2526-137, resolution accepting the proposal from ID Networks, Inc. for the purchase of 2 live scan fingerprinting systems for the new police station be approved. Mr. Mayor, I move you that this resolution number 2526-137 be accepted on its first reading as read by its title and be laid on the table for no less than 1 week for public inspection.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Again, an item for the new police station. I believe we have one of these that's being used right now, and it's about 10 years old. This is purchase of 2 live scan fingerprint. I think it also includes a printer and a camera. Both systems are a total cost of $19,960.
And one is for the lobby of the new police station, for those that don't need to be in the secured area, and those who weren't brought in by a police officer, and the other one's for the secure portion of the police station. But yeah, our current live scan thing is at the end of its useful life, so we're going to have to replace that one anyway. Any discussion?
That was gonna be my question.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we already have one of these?
We do.
And I'm assuming, based on what you said, the person that does not have to be in the secure area, somebody may be doing a background check and getting.
Correct.
everything.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. Motion carried.
That's all I have tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you, Commissioner Mingus. Anyone in the audience wish to comment on a non-agenda item, please step forward. And I'm seeing no one. Comments from the council. Commissioner Decker.
I have nothing, Mayor.
Very good. Commissioner Hill.
You know, it's just.
Come on, shameless
season.
plug.
I
Let's
do
go.
have-
Here it comes.
Don't let the snow fool you.
Yeah.
The farmer's market will start in June. The important thing is the registration form for this year's vendors is online. It went online last Wednesday. So I've already got a couple. Even got the potential, I'll call him Mr. Peach. Hopefully he won't be offended. It's a gentleman from Southern Illinois that was interested in coming, and he brings peaches. So we may have a big peach vendor there this year. And again, the other plug, we sure could use somebody passionate about being a farmer's market coordinator. So,
But you do such a good job.
well, I know, but it's time to, share.
Pass
That's all
the
I've got.
torch.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Sutherland, I see a small novel down there, sir.
Yes, sir. I have 4 things I want to touch base on real quick. Honeybees. I try to say this about this time of the year because of spring. Please remember to put your herbicides and pesticides down on your flowers and lawns toward dusk. This helps because of the honeybees are on their way home before it gets dark, and don't have time to forage. Honeybees do not normally sting you unless you are close to their hive, so stay 15 feet away from their hive if you know where it's at. And if you handle them, you will get stung most likely eventually, because they only get one sting and then they die. Unlike a wasp that can sting you several times and then go on to the next person. I learned a little something this week. I was putting in a residential sewer up in the Highland Hills area behind Robine, which is in the county. American Water bought the main sewer from Sundale Spurgeon, and when I put the sewer in for the household, I called for an inspection, and American Water does not do inspections on private property coming up to their sewer until it gets out into the street, and then they have an inspection system. So I called up the city of East Peoria and said, hey, listen, what do I do? And they said, you don't do nothing. I mean, we won't inspect it because it's not ours, it's American Water's. So what I did was I took a bunch of pictures. I'm going to turn my pictures over to the homeowner, and I hired a sewer inspector to camera the inside, and they put it up in the cloud. And so once I get the information how to pull it out of the cloud, I'll give that to the homeowner too. So you guys up there in Highland Hills, if you have a problem, which everybody's going to have a problem because they have a lot of clay sewers up there, and it's ran its life now, you have an opportunity to do those things, hire a decent contractor or hire an engineer at the end of the job to inspect, to give you some peace of mind, because it's expensive. I want to touch base on the pool. I really, I'm 69 years old, and I really want to see a pool for our citizens. Every community around us has a pool except for Creve Coeur that I'm aware of, every one of them. Bloomington just put a new pool in, and they did a fancy one though, and they did a big one, and it was $18 million. So I wish that someone smarter than me that felt the same way that I do could put together and ask the taxing entities to come together and see if this is possible. City of East Peoria, Fond du Lac Park District, District 86, and District 309 be the four main ones that I would want on board, because the grade school kids could use it, the high school kids could use it. Then there's other entities out there, because when I was going through my rehab, they asked me if I wanted to go to Washington, Morton, Pekin, or Peoria for my rehab, and I didn't want to go nowhere. I want to stay here. So I would talk to OSF if it was up to me, which it's not, Carl Hospital, YMCA, and ICC, because we all would have an interest, and if we put this on like an 8-year payment program on $15 million, it's still a lot of money, but it's shared. It's not all on the Fond du Lac Park District. It's not all on the city, but we all have access to it somehow, some way. That's just my next item. It's a statement, it's an opinion. No bail is not working for the citizens of this state. Listen to the crime, listen to who's doing the crime, and look at their arrest record and see it's a revolving door. They need to have a dog in this fight, and other than the penalty of prison, which they're always getting let out early, money has a talk, and it may not be their money. It may be their parents' money or their friends' money or their husband's or their wife's money to help keep them in check, because if there's not a dog in the fight, who cares? That's it. I'm done.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Mingus.
I have nothing, Your Honor.
Very good. Just to dovetail on Commissioner Sutherland's last comments, for anyone interested, because I think for those that appreciate a safe society, you'd be nauseated at the bills that have been introduced and continue to be introduced in Springfield But I recommend anyone that does not follow the Illinois Sheriff's Association on social media, take a look. They have gotten to the point, because this is beyond ridiculous. I'm not sure what kind of society the majority in Springfield care for us to have in Illinois, but it's not one that I share in their thoughts. But the Sheriff's Association every day now pushes out a bill number with the information and the impact it would have. And of course, 99.9% of the time they oppose the bills. But the reason why they've gotten to that point, it's that ridiculous. And I just encourage people, if you're like us and you appreciate the safety net that we have here in East Peoria, it's not always guaranteed in this state. We only have authority to do so much up here, but until people start becoming vocal and submitting witness slips in opposition to some of this nonsense, they're going to keep throwing the crap up on the wall, hoping we'll see where it sticks. But it's frustrating. But I look every day, it's to the point where I feel like sharing this stuff because I don't think enough people are paying attention. And these people view that as a ticket, free pass to continue with their nonsense. So please, I encourage people, start paying attention before it's too late. Because despite what anyone may or may not say, I think a lot of the sheriffs have become extremely vocal and understand they're in an elected position, no different than us. And for them to start in concert standing up in opposition to some of this speaks volumes to me. So anyway, other than that, I don't have anything else. I'd seek a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we adjourn until Monday evening, April 7th, 2026 at 6 p.m.
What's that, Morgan? Tuesday?
Well, you know what? I would have showed up Monday. No one else would have been here, so thank you.
Yeah, Tuesday evening, April what?
That's
April
what you have
7th,
down.
2026,
Is April
okay.
7th Tuesday? Okay.
Very good.
Till Tuesday, April 7th, 2026 at 6 p.m.
Very good. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Commissioner Decker?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
Mingus?
Aye.
Sutherland?
Aye.
Mayor Call?
Aye.
All present voting aye, Your Honor.
Thank you. We're adjourned until we meet again.